Hello, everybody. Welcome to Blackolitics. So let's just get to it. Here we go again. We're at a situation, pinnacle in life, where we come to a crossroads again. I mean, in the last week and a half, there's been two more shootings by police officers on unarmed um, black youth, black men, however you want to describe it. Uh, One guy was selling CDs out in front of a record store, and supposedly there was a 911 call stating that he had a gun and he was in front of the store. Then he ends up being dead. The next one in Minneapolis, a young man that's driving with his girlfriend, very courageous young lady, was pulled over, stating that there was a busted tail light. Okay, cops decide to stop him. He did everything what he said he was supposed to do. Everything that America is saying, hey, listen, comply, comply, comply. So according to the videotape, according to some sources, TV sources and other sources, he had a registered permit to carry a gun, which the NRA saying everybody should be able to carry a gun. Okay, this is the American way. Second Amendment. The Republicans is beating their chests, screaming in Congress, stating that they won't vote on any laws because they don't want to stop someone from having their constitutional rights. So this man said, hey, listen, I have a gun permit. And according to the video, the young lady said that the cops said, hey, listen, give me your license and registration. So he reaches down to do that and the cop shoots him. What are we going to do? He complied. He had a registered permit. Okay? Other people are stating, let's wait for more evidence to come out. Other people are just saying that the cop was a little bit scared, so, we got to give him a break. Again, this is happening again and again and again and again. What our response is, we march, and then we march again. And then unfortunately, recently as well, the 5 officers that was killed out in Dallas, which is a travesty. Okay, there should never be a life taken, regardless of the situation, regardless of the pain that's going on. We can't take a life because of a life. And it's as painful as it may be, the same thing as if someone killed someone in your family. And if that pain is just like, it's unreal. And no one is not saying that it's not. But if you go and you kill that other person, again, what is that going to do? Only thing that you just got finished doing was removing 2 people from the family. One is dead and one is going to go to jail for the rest of their lives. So again, I understand the pain, and trust me, I understand the passion, because I am a black man myself, as you can see. And trust me, when I get in my car and I drive to areas in certain cities and certain areas in the Bronx, in the city, I always look for that pullover. And I also understand that, guess what? It might not go well. And that's a damn shame that I have to even think about that in today's world. But unfortunately, that's the way that it is at this time. So we got to get informed. We got to get together. We got to get information. We got to start making changes. But my advice, and again, this is Blackolitics, and what we do is we provide information, but we want you to do your own research. But what we will kind of say today is, listen, and I know some of you guys might not want to hear about this, but the policing is a local issue, not so much as a federal issue. The federal issue will put a face on it. President Obama could say anything that he wants to. He could get up there and talk and say that we should come together, kumbaya. Everybody got to start talking. That's great, because we need that as well. But the policing is at the local levels. And at the local levels is where you have your city councilmen, you have your mayors, you have people that directly affect who is policing your neighborhoods. And the only way that you can actually change that, and again, I know a lot of you probably don't want to hear it, is to get involved and vote. You have to vote for your mayor. You have to vote for your city council. Do you know in most cities the district attorneys are actually voted in as well? So if you have a district attorney for some reason that are not bringing charges when there is a corrupt situation, then when it's time to vote for a district attorney, you guys got to start doing your research. Are you informed? Blackolitics. You have to do your research to make sure that the people that you're putting in office are going to put policies that agree with what you're voting for. And again, I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear about that. I know a lot of you say, oh, voting is not going to do any good. But trust me, there's a lot of neighborhoods that are doing a lot better because the people that they have in charge reflects how they actually feel. Now, again, is this the total answer? Absolutely not. But is it the steps that I think that we need to start taking in order for things to get better? Now, is it, again, let me just make this very clear. That will not change racism. It won't change anything how another human being feels about another human being. Okay? There's some things that can never be legislated. If a person is racist, then he's just a racist or she's just a racist person. Period, point blank. There ain't nothing you can really do about that. You can pray about it. You can not let it affect you. But some people that you're never going to be able to change their mind. But again, with everything that's going on in this country, everything that we see with the politics of everything, you know, the first time, the minute this happened, conservatives and Republicans are blaming President Obama like he was the one that actually was inside the building actually doing the shooting of the police, because that's just the way that it is. Democrats on our side, the first thing they say is that we have to go straight to gun legislation to prevent people from having automatic weapons, because that would have possibly maybe saved the cops. So again, it becomes a divide. Republicans think one thing, Democrats think another thing. The people that are actually in these cities and in all of these states that feel that they're being targeted, they feel another thing. Everybody feels as though that they are right and that and feels that what's happening to them is true. And it's probably correct. Everybody's correct. So, but now how do we get to where it gets to the middle? Now, again, protesting, marching has been around for a very long time. If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have had the civil rights in 1964. Okay? There are a lot of policies and there's a lot of processes today because of protesting and marching. But, and again, I don't even want to say the word, but just to add to that, we have to do it all now. We have to march, we have to protest, we have to use our financial resources. Let me say that again. We have to use our financial resources to start changing the way things are. Where we spend money will affect the way that we're being treated. Think about that. All right? Think about your neighborhood store, that if you choose not to spend any money, everyone in the neighborhood stops spending money at that store probably wouldn't survive. Okay? So just think about that. We got to start using financial resources. So here we go. Blackolitics, are you informed? We march peacefully. We protest peacefully. We gather our financial resources peacefully. We spend them where we need to spend them, in bulk. Okay? Everybody. Another one. What we do is local, city, state politics. We get involved. Here we go. So we have a couple of steps that can help change certain outcomes. And again, will it change racism of an individual? Absolutely not. But this country is built on the dollar. And let's just keep it real. When you start affecting someone's bottom line and you start basically those stores in those areas, when they start to feel affected because the African-American dollars aren't being spent in those areas, that's how you get policy change. So again, are you informed? This is Blackolitics coming to you. Like I said, we bring the information, we make suggestions, but it's up to you to do your own research. Peace out. Thanks for listening.